Welcome back to Mod Tech Friends. I need you to click Journal second 9 weeks, and we need to edit our submission. If you were in M-Step testing the past several days, you can just put in M-Step, M-Step, M-Step for 54, 55, 56. You don't have to write the entire thing. Day 57, we are going to play with Harmduku today. And then if you're in my second hour, I also need you to complete yesterday's lesson as well. We'll do that after you complete today's sheet. Save changes and then continue watching this because our first step is in this movie as well. Alright, you may have heard of Sudoku back in the day. Well, this is Mr. Harmon's version of it called Harmduku. It's not as much of a puzzle, just a practice that you have to do. Click on that spreadsheet and then click on the button to launch it. I've made a copy for each of you so it'll have your name after it. You'll notice in my training movies that I don't have this on the training movie. It's just a reminder to make sure that you complete this process in each of these cells. So, once you get that launched, please go to the next training movie. Harmduku is all about formula practice. Check out how we're going to do it. And then you need to pick a number between 11 and 19 that you're going to use, but your partners beside you all have to have different ones. I don't care which number you pick, but pick a number that you want, and when you've picked a number and your partners have different numbers, go to the next training movie. Alright, after all that time setting up, here we actually get to play what I call Harmduku. I don't care which one of these boxes you start in, but we need to make a formula that equals 14, or whatever number you picked between 11 and 20. I know that the coolest way probably to make 14 is to do 2 times 7. So I simply go in my box and hit the equal sign, and then I click on the 2 with the mouse. I hit times over by the numbers on the keyboard. Check your partners. If you see them using the plus and stuff above, tell them they're crazy. And then click on the 7 and press enter. Notice it equals 14. You need 10 different ways to make it, so you're going to have to be creative. I know that 3 times 5 is, check it everybody, 15. So I can do 3 times 5, take away 1. So I hit my equals, I do the 3, I do the times, I do the 5. So B6 times C7, and then I hit take away, and I click on the 1. I'm not allowed to type numbers. I have to click on the cells, and when I press enter, it adds up. I want you to understand that you cannot be sneaky, because I'm also going to teach you about hitting control and the key beside the number 1 up at the top of the keyboard. That's called the tilde. That's how you're going to prove to me that you did formulas. So right now, hold control and tap that key up by the 1 or above the letter Q also, and you'll see that the formulas show up. Isn't that a sweet way to be able to test that you really made cool formulas? So at this time, I need you to start building all 10 of those formulas before you go to the next training movie. When you've got yours all finished, like I was doing for 14, you need to use a special tool to show me that you're done. You on your keyboard hold your control with your left hand so that you hit the thumb and then reach up and tap this key right here, which is right beside the number 1. I said that a minute ago, so that you can show me your formulas. Once you show me that, then you also need to do control 1 again, or control tilde again, and show me the answers. Now, Mr. Harmon would be told, sorry, dude, you failed. They didn't even equal 14. You got to have formulas that equal the number you picked. I intentionally put in bad formulas so that you couldn't look at my screen and copy it. So remember, you got to show me control tilde so I can see the formulas. And then you got to do control tilde a second time to show me that they all really do equal the number that you chose between 11 and 20. Once you've got that done and have shown me, you may do your journals. Good job, and let's have a glorious day. All right, when you have completed yours, and you have yours, and I chose a crazy number that none of you should do, you need to do control and tap the tilde to prove that you got all your awesome formulas. And then when you're done with that, and you've proven that it's good, have your neighbor check it as well to make sure that you have formulas in every box, and then you may submit it by going to the sheet, making sure it is complete, just like mine is, and turn it in. I want this turned in today, so make sure you've got it done. And then go to the next training movie. Alright friends, this is a bonus movie in case you're stuck. Let me just show you something magical. When you hit equals and you hit 3, and then let's say you choose times and you hit any number, check it out. It tells you where you're at already. Well, how far is 15 from 14? Hit the minus sign, click the 1 and press enter. Bam, you have quickly made your first formula. You could even do crazy stuff like equals and do something 9 and do times and do 7, so it's huge. See the 63? Then you can do minus, and let's do something else huge, 5 times 8. Look at, I'm already down to 23. I can do minus 6. I'm at 17. Then I can do minus 1, and then I can do minus 2, and bam, I've made a cool formula that when I press enter gives the result of 14, but when I hold control tilde shows how awesome and cool my crazy formula was. So if you're stuck, make sure you pick a smaller number and make sure that you use that cool trick to see your values as you go.